This is the second piece of coursework that you've handed in for the purpose of this project. Thank you very much. Your local council has agreed on a budget of £1 million in order to improve transport in your local area. They would like to hear your views and opinions regarding this matter. In my opinion, so the question has asked for your opinions and you have gone straight to your opinion. Very good, that's a very good tactic. In my opinion, the transport of our area is horrible when I compare it with other areas. Very good. You've stated clearly what your opinion is to start off with, so the reader knows exactly where you stand regarding this matter. So it's made the job of the reader much easier now. Very good. Major of our people are dissatisfaction about that, and they made complaint several times during last year. I'm going to underline major. Now major is an adjective and it cannot be used in the form of an adjective in this sentence. I'm just going to give you a hint that, remember, this is the beginning of the sentence, and at the beginning of the sentence usually we use a different form of the word. So I'd like you to take a look at that again, please. Major of our people are dissatisfaction. Now here the to be form of verb was used with the adjective, which is very correct. So I would take another look at this combination here again, please. So again, we've got a to be verb and followed by, so I'd like to see what you might think would be better here instead of dissatisfaction about that. And they made complaint several times during last year. So the verb is made, past simple, and because we've got the verb, we don't really need the verb form again, so I would use a different form of the word here which would correspond correctly. We've already got the verb, so we don't really need another verb here. We need a different form of the word in this part, please. Several times during last year. We've got during, and then we've got the period of time. Very good. But no one heard their complaint, whilst the problems are still annoying them and nobody think about the solution. But no one heard their complaint. After the word there, we need a different form of the word complain, please. Whilst the problems are still annoying them. We've got whilst with present continuous, which is used very correctly. Not only that, but you've used still in between the auxiliary are and the gerund annoying. Very, very well said, very well written. And nobody think about the solution. Nobody is the third person, and when we're talking about the third person, I would change the form of the verb just to correspond correctly with my subject. So the first paragraph, you have started clearly with your opinion, and you have given reasons why you think about this opinion that you have. Very good. We had got a lot of problems in our public transporter, such as buses, subway, taxis, etc. Here we've started with past perfect, and I'm not sure if past perfect is the correct tense to use here. Up to now we've used past simple. The question has asked us about the present perfect tense, and we're also talking about the current state. So I would take a look at this tense again, please, and see if we could substitute it with a more appropriate tense of verb. But we've got have and we've got, which is correct, the correct combination, just a different tense, please. A lot of problems in our public transporter. So we've got public, which is the adjective. Transporter is usually the subject, and I don't think we need the subject here, so I would take another look at the form of this word and see if I could substitute it with a better form, please, following the adjective. In our public transporters, such as buses, subway, taxis, etc. So you've stated the problems and you've given examples of the types of public transport systems that we have. If I want to complain about all of them, complain here has been used correctly, well done, I need to write a book but I prefer to say some of them. You've used a little bit of humour here, I think, which is very good. Well done. That shows your high level of English. Very good for that. First problem that I think is the main problem is road. We might need to take another look here. So I'd like you to see if you can add something. So you've got the noun. Usually, what do we have before the noun? So I'd like to see something before the noun that we usually use. So it's a certain grammatical value that comes before a noun. All of road in our area need to repair. All of suggests that it's plural, so the noun should also correspond with plural, please. In our area, need to repair. We have started with the adjective here, all of road, in your writing. So because we've started with the adjective, I'm going to give you a hint that because we have started with the adjective, it's not the subject, therefore this verb needs to be changed. We do not have a subject in this sentence, so that should give you a good idea of how this verb should be changed. All of the roads have big holes. Very well. Very good. All of is plural, and you've used the correct form here. Roads have big holes which can hurt our cars. So a different substitute for vocabulary there, please. Can hurt our cars and can be dangerous for bike drivers. Now, bike is a form of vehicle, it's a form of transport system, but only has two wheels, and any form of transport which only has two wheels doesn't really have a driver. So if you could substitute it with a better form of vocabulary, please. If they don't repair the roads, we've got the correct direction for the preposition here. Well done. This is from the last feedback that we had, so I can see you've taken it on board. Very good. If they don't repair the roads, we can have serious accidents which we can't offset. So you've got the conditional here. If this happens, then you've got the result. Very good sentence there, which we can't offset. I'd like you to look at the meaning of the word offset in your dictionary, and therefore I hope that you will see that this might not be the most suitable verb, so I would change that to suit the sentence more appropriately. Second problem is about buses. As you know, the buses are an important part of the public transporter. Here, from the last feedback, I can see that you have got the adjective noun combination and you have used an article. And not only an article have you used, but you've used the correct article to correspond with the vowel of your adjective. Very well done for that. I can see you've taken that on board from last time. Of the public transporter, so once again, transporter would not be the best form. I would change that to suit the following word that comes after the adjective. The public transporter, because they are cheaper than other kinds of public transporter. We have used comparative adjective in the correct form. Very good. And here I can see you have used other kinds. This is plural, and you have made it to correspond correctly, and this again I can see you have taken on board from the last feedback session that we had. Very well done for that. Of public transporter, so once again this needs to be looked at. And the most of people prefer to use them, but we don't have enough buses during peak hours. The most of people, there might be a slight word order issue here, so you might want to look at the order of the words here. Prefer to use them, but we don't, again you've got the correct direction there, have enough buses during peak hours. Prefer to use them, but we don't have enough buses during peak hours. Very good. You've got during and then you've got a period of time there. Very well done. They can add some double-deckers to solve this problem. Well done. Some followed by the plural, and you're giving your suggestion here. Another problem is night buses. So we've got an followed by single. Very well done. You're taking this on board from the last feedback. Is night buses. We don't have any night buses whilst we need them. So you have given your suggestion and you're saying the current issue is this, we need to listen, hopefully, to this suggestion. Can I suggest a different alternative, please, to the word whilst? If you pay attention, you will see that whilst is needed, and we use it usually for a period of time, okay, or something that happens, two things that happen at the same time. Here we would like a different version, please, to suit your sentence. Third problem is about electric trains. Our area lacks, well done, of electric train. So there is just a slight little preposition here, lack and of. This is a phrasal verb, so it's a verb which comes all the time with a specific preposition. If you would kindly take a look at that. Our area lacks of electric train, whilst everyone knows the electric trains are necessary for our area to connect to the main railway which cover whole city. Can we just change this? Electric train is what you've used in general here, so you might want to, if it's single, obviously you would again need a preposition. If you don't want to change it, if you don't want to add a preposition, you might want to change the word train to suit your adjective. Whilst everyone knows the electric trains are necessary for our area to connect to the main railway which cover whole city. So the main railway is basically it, and for it I would take another look at this verb. It would be a good idea to just correspond the verb with main railway. Therefore, I think this budget is not enough for improving transporter. I can see that you've got preposition for, and you have used the gerund form of the verb. Very, very well done. For improving transporter in our local area. So again, this is something that has to be looked at one more time. And we need more budget like other areas. Can we suggest an alternative instead of more, because we're talking about money? A better adjective, I'm sure, could be used instead of more. Okay, so the question was that this amount of budget has been proposed and we'd like to hear your opinions. You have given all of your opinions, so you gave your clear opinion from the start, which was very good, and you also included reasons behind your opinion. You included examples and further explanation when you gave your opinions and the suggestions that you made. You made ample suggestions, so that suggests that you've actually thought very clearly and carefully about the question, and this obviously is shown in the answers that you've given. So what I would suggest, areas which would need improving, I would suggest the phrasal verb we said we would look at, didn't we? So there is a specific preposition which is used with lack. If you would look at it, especially in the sentence that you have, a specific preposition is used for what you have used, and then it was the correct form of the present perfect tense which has been used, and also the correct form of the vocabulary, if you could take a look at that. But apart from that, a very, very high quality, very good piece of work which you have completed there. Very, very well done. I'm very happy with that, and you have clearly taken on board what we discussed in the last session. Well done.